Hello, everybody. Welcome to this month's monthly wellness call. Happy New Year. Um, I'm so excited. In 4 days, a brand new product line is launching for Young Living, two products, and they're called Balance and Burn. There's a lot of hype around them, and for good reason. Actually, this morning, we never turned the news on. And for some reason, Jeremy had the news on this morning. I don't know. He was looking for something specific. And they were kind of going through like 2025, what's trending in 2026. It was talking about all sorts of things and AI. And then it mentioned that 10% of Americans are on a weight loss pill. And then it mentioned here's one more person coming in. And then it mentioned the GLP-1 injections that so many people have used. And they're very expensive. Hi, Susie, welcome. It's like several $100s for 4 doses or something crazy like that. So if you, like me, live under a rock and didn't know anything about this, that's really hot on the market right now. For the past 3 weeks, I've just kind of been in learning mode about it. So GLP-1 is a naturally occurring hormone in your gut, and it directly impacts healthy blood sugar metabolism. And so the Balance and Burn system, the whole purpose of these two products is to help your body use fat efficiently for energy, and also to help maintain triglyceride and healthy lipid levels that are already in the normal range. And then, of course, blood sugar. So the three ABCs of Balance and Burn, and then I'm going to show the bulk of today's training is going to be directly from corporate, because 3 weeks ago, corporate came on research and development, sharing kind of the nitty gritty about the product and the ingredients. And I was going to try and like regurgitate it all. And then I was like, no, I'm actually just going to show you the video straight from corporate because it's just packed with so much good information. But real quick, so the ABCs of Balance and Burn. A is Akkermansia postbiotic. This helps support the GLP-1 production, which again impacts your blood sugar metabolism. B is Burn. The ingredient here is citrus polyphenols, and these help maintain a proper balance of body fat and lean mass. And then C, Control, comes from bioavailable berberine, which helps promote insulin sensitivity. This is an incredibly clean product. There's nothing in here that, even as a breastfeeding mom, that I would discourage breastfeeding moms from using. I know, like, that's one of the sensitive groups I get asked about a lot. Even when I asked corporate if there's any ingredient hesitation, the only thing they mentioned is a low level of caffeine, which comes from green tea. And so there wasn't really anything that was like a red flag for me. I think this is going to be a great option for a lot of people. And back in, I want to say November and December, they did a promotion where they said if you enroll 3 people, you get to be a part of an early test group. So I enrolled 3 people. They sent me the products. But as you know, if you're in our group, our team training group, Wellspring, I posted in there, and I posted in our Facebook group, Lifestyle Freedom, saying, does anyone want to be a test subject for this that already knows that they deal with blood sugar imbalance issues or really has a goal for weight loss? And so we chose our lucky lady, and I wish she could pop on. She's going to try. She's with a client right now. But Kelly McGee, I passed off the products to her to be our little guinea pig. And she is running full force with this, you guys. She did a full lab panel. Let me tell you what she did. She actually took the Balance and Burn ingredients and ran it through ChatGTP and said, what labs do I need to take before and after to really see if this is hitting my blood sugars and my hormones? And so she sent me, let's see, she did insulin. Oh, another person's coming in. Lipid panel, ferritin, vitamin D, CNP, CRP, and DHEA. So Kelly is committed to taking before and after measurements and pictures, and also along the way. When you order the set, it's a 30-day set. So over the course of 30 days, we're going to be able to, in real time, to see her progress. And I know that there's a lot of people that qualified for the early access. So she's definitely not the only one, but she's the only one from our team that is committing to keeping you guys in the know. So if you're interested in seeing real life results before you purchase, I don't blame you. I am totally in that boat. She is going to be posting, she's actually going to go live today. And then she's going to be posting frequently just as she goes, how she's feeling, any side effects, good, bad, whatever. Like she's just going to be fully transparent. There was also, I was trying to check real quick before I show this video, but there was a girl in the early test group that made, sorry, I'm trying to multitask and pull it up. She made a WhatsApp group where people that are using these products now can share testimonies with one another and ask questions and all that. So whenever I get access into this, because I just requested in, I'm going to share the feedback with y'all. I'm already reading. If you are in it's called Young Living Silver Plus USA and Canada. If you're already in that group, you can already start to read people's testimonies. So I've had several people that said, I've only taken it a week. I've already lost 2 inches. I've only taken it a week. I've already lost 5 pounds. And so people are already, I started it a week ago. I lost 2 inches off hips and waist and 3 pounds down. And so people are just really excited for this, especially post holidays where we're having all the cookies and all the sweets and just needing a little bit of a boost. And what I appreciate about Young Living, like all of their products, this isn't meant to be just a quick fix. This isn't meant to be you take balance and burn and then all of your weight comes back, right? It's not supposed to be type of fad where you starve yourself and then you get off the bandwagon and everything comes back. This is a root cause product. It's meant to heal the underlying issues of why the weight is being retained. And so balancing blood sugar is the goal, right? And then of course the GLP-1, which tackles hormones in your gut, which affects your blood sugar. So I'm so excited for this. We really haven't, if you do Young Living as a business and you've shared different product lines, the only thing similar that we've had in the past was the Sleek line, and this is completely different than that. So I think it's going to be great. So without any further ado, I'm going to share live. And y'all let me know who's on the call once I press play. If you can see and hear everything, just put it in the chat. And we'll go ahead and get started. So I think this is going to be really informative, and then I can take questions at the end. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, let's see. Y'all let me know.
Vice President of Product Marketing to share all about this amazing new product. Monica, take it away.
Thank you, Gaia. Guys, the wait is over. Today, I get to introduce something completely new for Young Living, a system that supports your metabolic wellness in a holistic, daily, plant-powered way.
Hold on. It says screen sharing's paused. So I want to get it back before I press share. Let me try one more time. Top share. Let's try this again. Share screen. Okay. Hang on. Oh, I hear Harvest crying. As soon as I get this going, I'm going to go see if my 3-year-old is okay. She was taking a nap. Okay, I'm pressing play. Y'all put in the chat if this is okay now.
It works by supporting 3 key pathways your body is already using every day to feel balanced and in control. You and your friends and your family have just met your right support system. So let's start with a thought that I think nearly everyone feels. Wellness routines today feel harder than ever. According to a US data, nearly 1 in 2 adults tried to lose weight last year. Guilty. And many tried more than once. Double guilty. People aren't struggling from the lack of effort. They're struggling because their tools don't address the real underlying systems that influence how they feel. Many people turn to quick fixes like fad diets, restrictive exercise plans, and prescription drugs to reach their weight goals. Recently, certain prescription drugs have become a popular way to manage appetite and blood sugar, but it may come at a cost. This can include side effects, self-injections, and significant expense. A 2024 US study found that 50% of people prescribed GLP-1 drugs for obesity quit taking them after a year. And with researchers citing high cost and side effects as possible reasons why. And here's the big industry headline. The US weight management supplement category is now around 24 billion US dollars and is growing at a 13% compound annual growth rate. This tells us people are actively searching for more holistic ways to support metabolic health and promote a healthy body composition without the extremes. But most solutions, they only target one piece of the puzzle. Consumers don't just want to lose weight. They want balance. They want a healthy body composition. They want a simple method to help achieve their goals. And they want confidence in their daily choices. Now, that's where Young Living comes in with a system designed to feel real life and offer real results. And they want something that works with their body, not against it. And that's the gap we set out to fill. So let's think about this. Just like hormones, metabolic health isn't controlled just by one switch. Your body relies on multiple pathways, and this new innovative system targets 3 major pathways: the gut microbiome system, the adipose or fat management system, and the glucose metabolism system. And many products out there, they support maybe 1 or 2 of these. We wanted a system that supported all 3. So we created an advanced holistic system at Young Living that supports those 3 key metabolic pathways. And we like to call it your metabolic ABCs, which you're going to hear more about shortly. It's a simple daily 1, 2, 3 system designed for balance without harsh alternatives. So, without further ado, it's my great pleasure to introduce the new Balance and Burn system. And I don't know if you guys can see them. I'm going to hold them up. I know I'm tiny right now, but you can see how beautiful they are right here. It's so exciting. We blend the best of science and plant power in one metabolic health system that helps support GLP-1 and healthy microbiome diversity, blood sugar metabolism, and the way that your body uses fat efficiently for energy. So you can stay consistent, feel more in control, and move confidently toward your goals. You'll use 3 synergistic formulas. Like I just held up, you have the balance and care, and then you have burn, and you have control. Each one supports a different metabolic pathway, and together they work as one powerful system. So quickly recap: 1 system, 3 pathways, your metabolic ABCs, in a simple 1, 2, 3 system. Okay, so I have a question for you. Are you ready to unlock your metabolic potential? I hope so. To explain and help you learn the science of balance and burn, I will now turn the time over to our Senior Vice President of Research and Development, Howard Gurney.
Thank you, Monica. Appreciate this opportunity to share the science of these formulas. Before I get into this presentation, you hit on something that's so important. Over the weekend, I was watching an NFL football game, and one of the commercials came on for a popular GLP-1 injection pharmaceutical product. They advertised it around $299 for 4 single-dose injections or a 1-month supply. And what was amazing to me was the important safety information that they advertised about this popular GLP-1 product. The box warnings include thyroid C-cell tumors, the risk seen in rodents and unknown in humans, pancreatitis or severe persistent abdominal pain, gallbladder problems, warnings about upper abdominal pain, fever, and jaundice, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. All of this was on this commercial. And I thought, wow, there is a lot of side effects to that popular pharmaceutical. So now it's time for me to nerd out a little bit about this ABC 123 system. I'm going to deep dive into the science of the Balance and Burn metabolic support system. This system delivers a coordinated, science-driven approach to metabolic wellness. The researched ingredients are at clinically studied dosing. Each formulation in the Balance and Burn metabolic system targets a different metabolic pathway, as Monica has pointed out. The power of this system comes from how these pathways work synergistically and working together. It's as easy to remember as ABC and 1, 2, 3. A is alignment with Akkermansia. This focuses on the gut microbiome and a natural GLP-1 signaling. B or burn supports CAMP signaling, lipase activation, and mitochondrial energy. And C control activates AMPK to support healthy glucose uptake and carbohydrate efficiency. Together, these formulations create a multi-layered, synergistic framework for metabolic function and energy homeostasis. Let's go deeper into the gut signaling, specifically into the biology of Akkermansia. Next slide, Haley. Akkermansia muciniphila is it's unique because it feeds directly on the mucin layer that lines the gut. Muciniphila actually means mucin phila or mucin loving. It loves the mucin. As Akkermansia consumes the mucin, it breaks down these glycoproteins into smaller fermentable substrates. This controlled turnover actually strengthens the mucosal barrier by stimulating the body to replenish and thicken that mucin layer. A thicker mucin layer improves the gut integrity and increases the interface between L cells and microbial fermentation products. During fermentation, Akkermansia produces short-chain fatty acids, primarily acetate and propionate. These short-chain fatty acids act as metabolic messengers. They diffuse across the gut lining and bind to specific G protein coupled receptors on enteroendocrine L cells. 2 receptors on these enteroendocrine L cells are GPR41, also known as FFAR3, and GPR43 or FFAR2. These receptors detect short-chain fatty acids and trigger intercellular signaling cascades, raising your calcium levels and activating kinases. This signaling leads directly to hormone granule release from these L cells. The outcome is the normal, healthy release of GLP-1, one of the body's primary hormones. GLP-1 signals that nutrients are present in the gut and prepares the pancreas to respond appropriately to glucose. GLP-1 enters circulation and binds to GLP-1 receptors on the pancreatic beta cells. These receptors activate CAMP-dependent pathways, turning on PKA and EPAC inside that beta cell. This microbiome to pancreas communication loop is one of the clearest examples of how gut microbes regulate metabolic hormones. Supporting ingredients in this formula include allulose, inulin, tapioca fiber, and polyphenol-rich grape and wolfberry extracts, which enhance short-chain fatty acid production and microbial diversity. Together, they strengthen that mucin layer and promote natural GLP-1 signaling. Next, we move to B or Burn formula. Burn is designed to help the body access and utilize stored energy. It works by supporting CAMP-dependent pathways that activate lipolysis, or the breakdown of fats. This slide shows the core sequence. CAMP rises, lipolysis begins, and fatty acids move into the mitochondria for oxidation. Here's how it works at the molecular level. First is protein kinase A. PKA is the on switch for fat metabolism. When CAMP level rises, the PKA becomes activated. Once activated, PKA phosphorylates lipase enzymes. This phosphorylation opens up the lipid droplet and makes stored fat accessible. Next is the hormone-sensitive lipase, or this is the knife that actually cuts the fat molecules. It's an enzyme. When PKA activates HSL, it moves to the lipid droplet and begins breaking down stored triglycerides into free fatty acids and glycerol. These fatty acids are then transported into the mitochondria for energy production. The full sequence is CAMP rises, PKA activates, HSL initiates fat breakdown, fatty acids are released, and those fatty acids are burned for energy. Burn formula also includes naringin, hesperidin, guarana to support CAMP signaling, epigallocatechin gallate from green tea. It contributes to adipocyte targeting. Black ginger supports mitochondrial efficiency. And essential oils from grapefruit, cinnamon, and bergamot assist with the bioactive metabolic support. Together, these ingredients reinforce the CAMP, PKA, HSL pathway for sustained fat metabolism. Now let's move to the C, or the control formula. Control focuses on carbohydrate handling and cellular fuel efficiency. It activates AMPK, the body's master energy regulator. Once activated, AMPK enhances GLUT4 translocation, allowing glucose to move efficiently from the bloodstream into the muscle cells. Think of this as a warehouse with many bays and receiving doors. There are many doors, but not many are open. AMPK signals GLUT4 to go to the cell surface and open up pathways for more glucose to be uptaken into the cell. This is how these ingredients maintain efficient glucose metabolism and normal healthy levels of blood sugar. Key ingredients include berberine phytosome, which is a bioactive form of berberine, alpha-lipoic acid, Gymnema sylvestre, chromium, and ginger essential oils. These compounds support glucose metabolism, insulin signaling, and mitochondrial oxidation. Finally, the real power of this ABC system is in its integration. Akkermansia strengthens the microbiome, increases short-chain fatty acid production, and supports a healthy and natural GLP-1 secretion. Burn mobilizes stored fat and supports mitochondrial oxidation. Control enhances glucose handling through AMPK activation. Together, these formulas address multiple interconnected aspects of metabolic function, creating that synergy and a multi-pathway approach to energy balance and metabolic wellness. Now, what can you say as brand partners, and what can you say about these great products? I hear all the time that we can't say anything as it gets us into trouble. Well, I'm proud to announce that our regulatory and our legal teams have been working diligently with the research that we've provided them on these ingredients, as well as marketing has come up with some incredible claims that are allowed claims. Some of these are formulated with bioactive compounds that help support healthy blood sugar metabolism, supports healthy fat metabolism, supports healthy and normal blood lipid levels, helps support GLP-1 production in the gut, which impacts healthy blood sugar metabolism, powered by plants and probiotics and supported by essential oils. These are some incredible claims that we're going to put up in the frequently asked questions soon, that is going to allow you to talk about the products and share these with your friends. And Monica will go into more of these, but such an honor to nerd out. I appreciate that. I'm going to turn the time back over to Monica.
Thanks, Howard. I love when you do that. And my job is I want to make sure that we are setting everyone up for success. So I'm so happy, Howard, that you shared the science. And what I'm going to quickly walk you through is a brand partner asset that we're going to provide you to make this scientific information easy to share. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time here because you just saw Howard walk through it, but let's go through this. So A is for Akkermansia. This helps support the GLP-1 production, which impacts blood sugar metabolism and promotes healthy microbiome diversity. And then we have B.
All right, y'all. So this call actually extends another 30, 35 minutes. But that was the main, I really wanted you guys to hear from research and development, like the nitty-gritty details of how this product works on your metabolism on a cellular level. What she's about to go through is more for brand partners who are going to want to share this and to hopefully earn commission off of this or just better ways to share this. But I figured for our wellness calls, most people that come to these are just looking for information personally to use these. However, if you find yourself, if you use these and you see the results and it ends up being something you want to share, the Olio app that Young Living came out with provides incredible shareable graphics, things like this, which share the main ingredients in it, the ABCs of Balance and Burn. And so if you do want to share, all of that is available to you. I just want to take just a couple minutes. If anyone has questions, I want to know how y'all are feeling about this, if there was anything that really stood out to you in that training call that got you excited. And if nobody has questions, we'll just end it here. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording too. And please know that all of our wellness call recordings and our brand partner calls go on Wellspring on our team site. So if you want to share this with anybody, it will be up at the end of the day. So anybody have questions before we sign off? If not, thank you for coming. I hope you are excited about this. I hope you try it. I hope you share it. And it launches in 4 days, January 10th. So perfect time to kick off the new year with better, healthy blood sugars and metabolism. Yay, Susie. I'm excited too. Susie, is this a product you're going to personally try? Awesome. Okay. Well, please share your results too whenever you get to taking them in Wellspring. That would be fantastic. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for your time. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.